It's your boy Codehova with Fly Combinator. We're pimping Swift. We're talking about a new collection item, which is dictionaries. So here is an example of a dictionary. What a dictionary is, it's exactly like what you would think the word to be. It's you look in like this book and you're going to look up what something means by the key, like the word. So a dictionary is a key value pair. So this is a key. This is what we're going to look up values by. And once we find this key, we're going to find its accompanying value. So, we're going to look in the dictionary. We're going to look up the letter I. Then we're going to look for iterate. And once we find iterate, we're going to know that it means this value, perform or utter repeatedly. So with type inference, if we hover over this dictionary value, we're going to see that it's a dictionary of string keys with values of strings as well. So it's kind of like the array where it has the brackets, the square brackets on the left and the right. But what's different is that there is the semicolon in between the key and the value. So let's try to add a value into this dictionary. And how you do that is kind of like the array. We're gonna write thought, okay, and it's that hoe over there. But again, we deal with that problem saying, dictionary is a let. So again, if we want to alter a dictionary collection, it's going to have to be a variable. All right, let me just check some. All right. So what we see here is this is how we add in values into the dictionary. So let's print out this dictionary to see exactly if this added it into our dictionary value. So yes, we have the key of iterate with the definition perform or utter repeatedly. And we have thought, which is that hoe over there. So when we're dealing with the dictionary, it's not like the array, because the array, there is an order that these items are set up in. So if you're trying to get out the first index, the first item, you're going to put the square brackets with the number 0 in it, right? But with dictionaries, it's a collection, but there is no order. You put in and pull out values by using the key. So as long as the key exists, you'll be able to pull out the value. If you put in a key, so let's call out something, okay? So let's call this definition of iterate. So it could be dictionary, open square bracket, and then we're going to type in the key, and then closing square bracket. So as you see here, it says perform or utter repeatedly. So what if we put in a key that we know doesn't exist? So iterated. What's going to happen? It's going to be nil. And this is something we're going to go over in a future video, in a future section, which is talking about nils and optionals. But basically just know that this is saying that, no value exists for the key of iterated in the dictionary value. So as you saw of us dealing with how this is type inferred as a string key in a string value dictionary, you could do it. You could make it with any type that you desire. So how you would do that, how you would declare it, is you do the semicolon, and then you could say it could even be int. Okay, so once you do that, and if you wanted to create it brand new with no values inside it, you could do int. You could just put a open square bracket with a semicolon in the middle with a closing square bracket. So as you see, it's empty. All right. Another way you could do it is you can make it equal to that, and then you could type in int semicolon int and then open and close parentheses. Whichever way you prefer. But let's say this won't work. Var, this won't work. This wouldn't work because it's saying empty collection literal requires an explicit type. With type inference, Swift, the computer Xcode, doesn't know what the hell you mean. What's going to be the key? What's going to be the value? It has no idea. So you have to let it know exactly what it is. So we're gonna keep up with a traditional dictionary, which is, a traditional dictionary as you and I know, where it's a bunch of definition of words. It's going to be a string. But again, we have to have the open and close parentheses to make sure that we create a brand new one with no values. So that's how you do it. Let me just look at the syllabus, right? So we went over accessing values. So how do we remove a value? So let me just get back our so we have thought, okay? So we have this dictionary with the value of thought in there. But our publisher is like, yo, that is too vulgar. Because there's some squares, right? We need to remove that value. How do we do that? So let's see. So we type out dictionary, remove. Okay, it's telling us remove value for key. All right. So let's say we'd like to remove thought. Okay, so it must have removed it, because when you remove a value, let me show you the definition of remove value. So it says it removes the given key and its associated value from the dictionary. So we put in thought, and if we type out dictionary, let's see what exists in that value. So we were able to remove thought from our dictionary. So we were also able to remove the value. And let's say we didn't remove it, but we want to update it. It's very similar to what we did with arrays. And let's just type that out, and let's make it equal to that lady over there. Okay. So if we type out the dictionary, how does thought look? Let me print it out because the font is too crazy. The font size is too crazy. Okay. So if we do it like this, it shows us that thought, it became that lady over there. The key is thought, that lady over there. So that's how we update values on dictionary. We're going to continue with dictionaries again in a future section, but this is dictionaries, y'all. Let's get it.